Okay, golfers, let's take a closer look at the swing of major champion Xander Schauffele and identify a few things he does really well that you can do too. Now, I've always been a big fan of Xander's setup position, but what I'd really like to highlight is how he bends enough from the waist to allow his arms to hang straight down from the shoulder sockets. Additionally, if we look really closely, we can just barely see his left arm above his right arm. That's a good indicator that the shoulders are positioned nice and square. Now, as we play him up to the top, you're going to notice the club head more or less stay on plane, and a lot of people will get caught up in the positioning of his lead wrist here at the top and how bowed it is. That's not actually what I want to highlight. I want to highlight how wide he keeps his trail arm. When I see amateur golfers struggle on the lesson tee, what I'll typically see is they will bend that trail arm too much and they'll have no control over the golf club from there. Keeping that trail arm nice and wide helps Xander shallow the downswing and keep his wrist angles in a nice spot. Now, if there's one other issue golfers tend to face, it's a club face that tends to stay too open and they fight a slice. But if we look at Xander's club face position on the way down, you're going to notice that it's more or less parallel to the line of his back. If we were to look at slicers or players who tend to miss the ball off to the right for right-hand players, you're going to tend to see that toe of the club get more and more open or pointed straight up or even behind the player. Not Xander. He's got that club face in a position where he's ready to rotate through the golf ball with no fear that it's going to miss high and off to the right. Congrats to Xander and his team for a job well done at Valhalla.